What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, YouTube? It is Randy Talks Mets, and welcome to this live stream. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to be talking Mets baseball. We're going to be talking about the Mets game coming up, you know what I'm saying, against the Phillies tonight. What is going on, YouTube? What is going on? Hopefully, everybody's feeling great over that no-hitter. I know everybody was feeling so great last night. Everybody was on fire. Everybody was on cloud nine. You know what I'm saying? The Mets got their second no-hitter in Mets history, guys. Second no-hitter in Mets history. Who would have thought it? Not a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, would have thought that the Mets would have got this no-hitter. And, you know, but it ended up happening. It ended up happening. The Mets got a no freaking hitter, man. Wow. I'm just so happy. Honestly, guys, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the stream if you're new. Always leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But definitely, guys, we got a no-hitter last night. A no-hitter last night. You know what I'm saying? Combined no-hitter last night. It was still amazing. It was an amazing, amazing feeling. The fact that we saw the Mets get this no-hitter and the fact that we saw the Mets, you know what I'm saying, just winning games. And these are big games to win against a division, you know what I'm saying, like the Phillies, the National League East. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited? How are you guys feeling? Wow. I'm on cloud nine right now. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling awesome right now. I'm so excited. Honestly, it's unbelievable. It's the Mets, you know, pitching that no hitter last night was an amazing feeling. You know, it wasn't a one pitch no hitter, but it still was a combined no hitter, and it was their second no hitter in Mets history. And you know what I'm saying? It was an amazing night. Amazing night. I know everybody was so happy, you know, to see this no hitter. It just felt great. Everything was going, you know, the Mets way. You know, Tyler McGill pitched really good. You know, he did struggle a little bit, but Tyler McGill, you know, he's such a tough pitcher. And even when Tyler McGill struggles, he still, you know what I'm saying, you know, knows how to get pitch, you know how to get hitters out. I love his fastball. I like his confidence. I like where he's at. And Tyler McGill, guys, he's making the case to be a mainstay in this rotation. And I know that's hard to say with Ty-John Walker, you know, in the rotation and Carlos Carrasco, but the way Tyler McGill is pitching, guys, how are you going to take him out the rotation? Hey, what's going on, Mets fans? MB, hey, wow, Mets are on fire. Let's get the series win. This is going to be the big year. Yes, I love it. I love that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're feeling great about this year. I love that, you know, you're positive about this year. So far, guys, you know what I'm saying? The Mets are just making the right decisions. It looks like, you know, Buck Showalter is managing this team. You know, he's such a difference to this team, guys. Buck Showalter is such a difference to this team. I love the fact that he's our manager. He has brought so much intelligence, so much experience to the Mets. It just feels different. You know, Luis Rojas, when he was the manager, you know, it didn't have that baseball experience manager feel. And obviously with Buck Showalter, we know that we have a manager that has that experience, you know, and knows what to do in certain situations. I love that we have Buck Showalter as our manager. And yes, last night was an amazing win last night. But yeah, tonight, definitely we got to get a big win tonight. You know, if we win tonight, is another series win, and it's going to be 7 series in a row won if we win tonight. And I'm not going to lie, guys, look at this lineup. Nimmo, Marte, Lindor, Alonso, Escobar, McNeil, Canna. I love the lineup, guys. How you guys feeling about the lineup? Because we finally got McNeil to bat 6 after so much, you know, controversy. Everybody's saying, "Oh my God, nobody wants to see Cano in the lineup." McNeil is in the lineup and he's batting 6. I love to see it, guys. I'm loving it. How are you guys feeling about this lineup? Because this lineup might be the best lineup that we put out there this year. Honestly, it just might. It really might. I love the fact that we have, you know, McNeil in that 6th spot, because I don't think McNeil should be in the 8th spot. I really don't. Hot as a hitter as McNeil can be, you know, in that 6th spot, McNeil is a guy that I love. You know, he's on fire this season. He looks more confident. He knows what he's doing. I love to see that McNeil's doing this, man. Love it. But yeah, man, your facts. Woo, man, that's a fact, man. What's going on, Jason? What is going on? What is going on? How you doing, Jason? Hopefully you feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. Last night was an amazing night. An amazing night last night. Can't complain. You know, I'm repping right now. You know what I'm saying? I got my Mets shirt. I'm definitely repping. Guys, what an amazing, amazing night last night. Just no complaints, honestly. No complaints from last night. It was just amazing. It really was. It was the Mets, you know what I'm saying, did something that they haven't done in 60 years. You know what I'm saying? In their 60, so it's crazy. It's crazy. But the Mets did get a combined no-hitter. And, the fact that Tyler McGill is pitching this good, he really is making a case to be in this rotation. He's making a case to stay in this rotation. And I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Jason, that's awesome. You're doing good, man. Yeah, bro. We are just doing great right now, honestly. Feeling very, very good. Wow. I just can't believe it that the Mets are doing this good right now. It's just a different feeling. I know that the Mets always do, they always have some nice days in April. They always do really good in April. But honestly, guys, this just feels different, and it's really tough to say because I know that the Mets, have a lot of history, and us Mets fans, we know, not to get too excited about these certain wins until we get to the playoffs and that type of stuff, or we get closer to the playoffs in the trade deadline. So but I love it. It's still something to be exciting about. It's supposed to be excited about. I love it, guys. This is amazing. I just love the way the Mets are playing right now. And, the fact that we got Taijuan Walker tonight returning, I like Taijuan Walker. Taijuan Walker, he has to show something. Taijuan Walker tonight, he has to show that he's back. Okay, so, what I'm saying? If Taijuan Walker wants to be in this rotation when DeGrom comes back, then he has to show tonight that he's, ready to go. That he's ready to go and he can, go. He can pitch some innings for this team and show the Taijuan Walker that we signed a year ago, because this guy was an all-star last year. The innings did caught up to him, his arm, but overall, I did like what I see from Taijuan Walker when in that first start this year against the Phillies. It was against the Phillies, and he looked nasty. I like the way he was pitching, and his breaking pitches was nasty. I honestly love it. Yeah, Mets fans agree, man. Honestly, yeah, because Taijuan Walker tonight, guys, he has to show what he's made of tonight. And we'll see how that goes. Honestly, we'll see how that goes. I don't think that he can go like, as deep. I don't think he's gonna pitch over, 80 pitches. I don't even know the pitch count, but I know he's not gonna pitch a lot of pitches tonight. Coming off that injury and being back, I just don't think he's ready to pitch like 90 plus pitches. But honestly, guys, just look at this lineup. Look at the lineup, guys. Like if you want something to be excited about, just look at this lineup. If you want something to be excited about, look at this lineup. Nimmo, center field. He is going to be our center fielder. He is. Marte is the right fielder. Lindor, shortstop. He's been picking it up lately, hitting wise. Alonso, you saw the home run last night. Escobar, always. I love Escobar, consistent. McNeil on fire. Canna is the Mets MVP so far. Dominic Smith back in the lineup. You just can't complain right now, honestly. The fact that we got Dominic Smith back in the lineup, I love to see it. The Mets could have had Pete Alonso at the DH spot, and they could have had Dominic Smith playing first base tonight. But, they feel confident in Alonso. You know what I'm saying? Alonso is their first baseman. So, I love Alonso. I love it. I love Alonso. He has been really performing really good this year. And he's trying to be a really good hitter. He's trying to be a hitter average-wise. Pete Alonso is trying to be a 300-plus hitter average-wise. That's what he's trying to do. That's why he's not striking out as much. That's why he's not hitting as much home runs. But, staying in the count, getting on top of that fastball. I love to see it. I love to see it. What a just a great night for just a great night for baseball tonight. Um, yeah, man, let's get another win tonight, man. Let's get another win tonight. Um, I made a video the other day. It was about a bullpen concern that I had, for the bullpen, and the bullpen's been pretty good. But there's some people in the bullpen that I'm just not happy with. Honestly, Trevor May, I'm just not happy with in the bullpen. I just don't think Trevor May. You know what I'm saying? I don't even. I just don't like Trevor May as a reliever for the Mets. I don't know. I don't trust him. And thank God that Buck Showalter put Drew Smith last night in that spot and not Trevor May, because Trevor May would have coughed up the game. Trevor May would have definitely have not been. Oh, whoa. Yo, Randy, I got arrested on Monday for speeding 85 and a 25 miles per hour. Yo, what was you doing, man? What was you doing? Why? Why? Oh my goodness. 85? Where were you going and why were you speeding? Cuz bro, that's crazy. I was having fun. I was having fun. All right, man. Fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live life, right? You gotta live life to the fullest, man. You gotta live life to the fullest. I'm 24 years old and about to be 25 in May 16. Um, but definitely you gotta live life to the fullest. Honestly, whatever you do, always live life to the fullest. Always enjoy your moments. And listen, bro, you like driving, you like speeding, bro. It is what it is. But yeah, just don't just I don't speed. I really don't. But it's something I've never done before, so maybe I will do it. Maybe I don't know. I know it's a different feeling. I've gone over 100 miles per hour before. I mean, like in a highway or whatever, but it's not the same as like speeding like car racing on that type of stuff. But honestly, yeah, I like driving though. I like have you gotten no, I've never gotten pulled over. I've never gotten pulled over. So pretty much I'm just a I could drive. I'm not I would say I'm a faster driver. I don't drive slow, but I I always get away with what I do. So, what I'm saying, if I pass a red light, I just get away with it. I've never got pulled over. So hopefully I don't, but you never know. You never know. But yeah, you never know. Yeah, man, live life to the fullest. I think, yeah, like the Mets. I honestly think I should, yeah, like I always say that you should always live life to the fullest, man. At the end of the day, it's your life, you know what I'm saying? So, we only have one. We only have one, and you do whatever you can, but yeah, live life to the fullest, like the Mets. I just love the way the Mets are playing right now, man. I honestly love the way the Mets are playing baseball right now, and I really really enjoy it right now. It's really awesome the fact how these Mets are playing the baseball game this year. Just not a lot of complaints right now, honestly. Um, I like where the Mets are at. I honestly like where the Mets are at. And I think the Mets just got to keep winning games, man. And you can't win all of them. You can't win all of them. But if you win consistent series, and this is going to be their seventh, series win in a row. If they win tonight, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. they have a chance to actually put some space into this National League East. The Phillies are one game under 500 now. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, the Phillies are one game, under 500. And I just like, the way the Mets are playing. The Mets are playing, smart baseball, aggressive baseball, and they're just having fun out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Last night when we had the black jerseys, it's just a different feel, like rather than just the regular, white or, jerseys. It's just a different feel. I love it. I love it. I honestly love it. Just feeling great, man. Honestly, man. Just the Mets are just winning games, man. They're winning games in ways against tough pitchers. Aaron Nola pitched really, really good last night. Pitched really, really good last night. Had a nasty curveball, and the Mets still beat him. What does that show about this team, man? A lot of people don't talk about Mark Canha, but Mark Canha is the MVP of the Mets so far. Mark Canha has just been consistent. This guy's batting over 300. He is batting seventh right now. But the way he's been hitting, I mean, you could make a case to put him six. You could. But honestly, I love Mark Canha on this team. He's been such a difference maker for this team. He's just hitting smart. Like he knows how to hit. Mark Canha knows how to hit. And he has some power. He has some power. So, you're gonna see some power from Mark Canha soon. And but I love the way he's hitting the baseball right now. He's hitting RBI doubles. He's hitting nice singles. He's hitting opposite singles. He's using the field. He doesn't strike out a lot. He's a tough at bat. You just can't ask more for Mark Canha right now. And he plays the field really good. Nobody talks about Mark Canha's defense, but Mark Canha plays really good defense. So I love the fact that, the Mets have Mark Canha. And he's been such a difference maker. And obviously, Starling Marte has been a difference maker too. His speed is just different. Last night when he stole a base, a lot of people thought he was safe. And they called him out. And I'm not going to lie, he looks safe to me. And, it is what it is. But Marte brings what, Javier Baez brought, but without the problems. Honestly. But I love it. I love the way, Marte has been struggling a little bit. But, I'm not concerned about Marte. I think Marte is going to pick it up. Honestly, I think he's going to pick it up. But the way the Mets are playing, guys, it's a guy every single night. It's another guy. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully tonight, I want to see a nice game from Francisco Lindor. I want to see Francisco Lindor get hot. I want to see, some home runs, some doubles, whatever Francisco Lindor could give me. That's what I want to see tonight, man. Let's look at the pitching matchup tonight. I know we got Tajon Walker. Oh, we're facing Kyle Gibson, and Kyle Gibson is a really good pitcher. He has a 3.7 ERA this year, 2-1. Kyle Gibson is going to be tough for the Mets. He's not going to be as easy. He's not going to be like Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola was on fire last night. Really, really good. Had a nasty curveball. Had the Mets hitters looking terrible. But Kyle Gibson is a nice pitcher. He has a nice changeup. So we'll see how the Mets attack Kyle Gibson. And I'm going to say that they attack him right from the first inning. Once the first inning comes up, they're going to go after Kyle Gibson. They're going to hit the ball, and, they're not going to let him get comfortable. And it's a good thing that we're missing Zach Wheeler in this series. Zach Wheeler's in, you know what I'm saying? He pitched 2 days ago, rather than last night. So I'm happy the fact that we missing Zach Wheeler because I don't want to deal with Zach Wheeler this series. We'll see Zach Wheeler again, I'm sure, because we do face the Phillies again very, very, very soon after this series. Very soon. Right after the Braves, we faced them. So, yeah. Let's look at the matchup, though. How do you guys think Edwin Diaz has looked so far? I honestly think Edwin Diaz, last night's save was a really big save for the Edwin Diaz. Really big save. You know, got that big save, in City Field, the trumpets, you heard the trumpets. Once you hear the trumpets, Edwin Diaz is coming in. Last night, with this no-hitter feel, I feel like it made him more comfortable. Rather than, not comfortable, it made Edwin Diaz more comfortable. He had a nasty slider last night. Last night, Edwin Diaz had a really nasty slider last night. I loved it. His fastball was nasty too. How do you guys think Edwin Diaz has looked so far? Because honestly, last night, I think that he did look good last night. I think he looked really good last night. That freaking slider was so nasty last night, guys. So nasty. But honestly, Edwin Diaz is a guy, he is our best reliever. He really is, guys. He's the best electrifying reliever that we have with that electrifying fastball and that nasty slider. I honestly think, man, that we'll see what happens, man. L-File player said, Big Randy. Yeah, man. I think Edwin Diaz came, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. And I loved what I saw from Edwin Diaz last night. Loved what I saw from him last night. Last night was such a, that no-hitter feel. It really did make him more comfortable. I really think it did. And, but Edwin Diaz just made the Phillies just look, these guys, you're facing Bryce Harper. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Harper. You're facing Nicholas Castellanos and you're facing JT Realmuto. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You get these guys out 1, 2, 3, no hits. Amazing job by Edwin Diaz last night. Amazing. Just a big game last night, honestly. But yeah, Alpha player, man. How you feeling about last night? Because last night was an amazing night. You know what I'm saying? As a Mets fan, how are you feeling? Because I'm on cloud nine. I'm feeling so great. And look at the lineup that we put out tonight, man. Look at the lineup that we're going to put out tonight. McNeil is batting 6. I really can't complain right now. This is amazing. Cannot complain right now, honestly. But yeah, I mean, Edwin Diaz looked really good last night. I think that I'm not concerned about Edwin Diaz. He'll blow some saves. He'll get out of control sometimes. But other than that, Edwin Diaz is just electrifying. That fastball, that slider is just really, really good. But yeah, guys, how are you guys feeling about Lindor so far? Francisco Lindor, he had a really hot start to the season, and he struggles a little bit, and he got a couple of hits last night. I think that I think Lindor just is seeing the ball better rather than last year. I think honestly he's getting the barrel to the ball, and the thing is, when Francisco Lindor gets the barrel to the ball, you know what I'm saying? He usually hits it, pretty good. And, he might hit it at a guy. He might hit a pop up. You don't want to hit those pop ups, those weak pop ups. But Other than that, I like where Francisco Lindor is right now. I think that he's gonna get better swinging the bat. I think that the weather is gonna help him a lot too. You know what I'm saying? When it gets hotter, the ball is gonna carry more for Lindor. It's gonna be better for Lindor, honestly. But you know, um, but I like what I see from Lindor. He made some nice plays last night defensively as well. And defensively, he's been pretty good. Made a couple of errors recently. It was one of those days, and but I like what I see from Lindor. I really do like what I see from Lindor. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to tell me about the Mets, anything you're feeling, you know what I'm saying, just feel free to comment below. But yeah, man, so it was just an exciting night last night, and you just can't ask for a better night, honestly. And the thing is, I was working that night too, and the Mets getting that no hitter made work a little longer. But honestly, as a Mets fan, I loved it. Honestly, loved it. Um, I got home a little later, but other than that, it was all right. Oh man. Yeah, but is anybody concerned about Dominic Smith's playing time this year? How do you guys feel about Dominic Smith's playing time? Um, I'm happy that he's playing tonight. Definitely happy he's playing tonight. I think that with Robinson Cano struggling so much, I think that Dominic Smith should get more playing time, and JD Davis should get more, TH. Definitely should get a more of opportunity, being a designated hitter. I think the Mets have, these guys, Dominic Smith, JD Davis, and these guys, they could pitch hit once in a while, but you need these guys fresh and you need these guys to hit good. And, you want these guys to be good. You want these guys to, perform, and you want these guys to be better. And honestly, with Cano has just been trash, man. Honestly, he got a hit last night and then he ran to second like he was 27 years old. You're 39 years old, buddy. You're 39 years old, buddy. You're not 27. Why are you going to second base? Why? I don't even know. I don't even know. He did not have to go to second base. No. So yeah, are you guys concerned about Dominic Smith's playing time? This year. I think honestly, you know, with the DH, it gives the Mets an opportunity. And honestly, Robert Manfred, what is going on, man? Hey Randy, who is your favorite Met? Who's your favorite Met? Are you talking about just right now, or are you talking about just overall? Because overall, it gotta be my boy David Wright. Honestly, that's my favorite player of all time for me, as a Mets fan, and it gotta be David Wright. Has to be. But right now, Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso or Francisco Lindor. I really don't know right now, to be honest. It's between Francisco Lindor and Pete Alonso. I love Pete Alonso. I love Lindor. McNeil I really love as well. When everybody was talking about trading McNeil, all getting rid of McNeil, I was like, what? Why? Because he had a bad year? This is Jeff McNeil. This is a guy who can bat you 300, batting average. This is a guy, who can hit 20 plus home runs. He has done it before. So I love the fact that, McNeil's still in his lineup. He's such an important part. And I'm so glad that he's hitting 6 tonight. I'm so happy. But yeah, both overall and now. Yeah, definitely got overall for the Mets. Definitely David Wright. David Wright is my favorite player of all time, guys. I love David Wright. I loved when he was playing. I loved everything about him. I love the way he fielded the ball. I love the way he batted. I loved everything about David Wright. But yeah, right now, guys, it got to be Pete Alonso. It got to be Pete Alonso. What Pete Alonso brings to this team is just explosive power. Better, good defense, not great defense. He's getting better. I don't know if Pete Alonso will ever be a great first baseman defender, but honestly, I like that he works so hard and he has this captain feel. Like Pete Alonso, he carries himself like a captain. You know, he doesn't get too down. He fights for his team when he has to. We've seen all these, with the Cardinals, with the dust up, with Nolan Arenado, and Pete Alonso was right in front of it. You know what I'm saying? A guy that Pete Alonso has composure, guys. He has composure. You know what I'm saying? When they threw at Pete Alonso's head, and he got up, obviously he was fired up. He was ready to go, but he thought about it. And he was like, okay, I'm just gonna run to first. That shows the composure, the maturity of Pete Alonso. And yes, he has to be my favorite Met right now. Honestly, it's either him or Lindor. And honestly, I'm gonna get a Pete Alonso poster soon, and I'm gonna get probably a Lindor poster too. But I do want the David Wright poster as well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, man. How Robert? How you feeling about last night overall? How did you feel about last night? Because last night was different. Last night was a great night. You know what I'm saying? Combined no hitter, second no hitter in Mets history. You know what I'm saying? You can't complain last night. Amazing night for the Mets. Amazing. I loved what I saw from him. Loved what I saw from him. You just can't complain. Honestly, he did a great job. Awesome job. And Buck Showalter, the way he managed that game was really good too. Like I said, Buck Showalter being the Mets manager, he's just smart. He's just his manager, the experience he brings, the way he fights for his team, it's just a different feel from Luis Rojas, Mickey Callaway, these guys that really don't have that major league experience that Buck Showalter does. But I love what I see from this team, man. Honestly, man, this team is so exciting right now. Tonight, we got to get a big win tonight. Definitely. If we win tonight, we're going to win 7 series in a row. 7. So I hope we do win tonight. But the way the lineup is, guys, look at this lineup, man. Brandon Nimmo playing center field. He has been really good, playing really good center field. Marte, right field, playing great defensive. Lindor, shortstop. He's been good. Alonso, first base. We saw last night. Eduardo Escobar, always good. McNeil, on fire. Marcana, Mets MVP, and Dominic Smith. Like, You can't complain about this lineup right now. This is probably the best lineup the Mets could put out there currently. Honestly, you could say put Dominic Smith at first base and DH Pete Alonso. You could say that, and you could say you could say put Thomas Nido in for McCann. You could say that. Honestly, I get where you might go with that. I understand, but honestly, guys, this lineup is really great. I love this lineup right now. This is one of the best lines. Imagine if Dominic Smith, guys, is the DH and gets hot for this team. You imagine that what Dominic Smith, the damage that he can do for this team? Because when Dominic Smith is hot, when he's playing really good, you know what I'm saying? There's no holding him back. But when Dominic Smith doesn't get a lot of playing time, Robinson Cano is playing. You know what I'm saying? These guys, J.D. Davis, Dominic Smith in the bench, they don't get a lot of opportunities. It's tough to keep these guys fresh. It's tough to keep these guys ready. Buck Showalter has been doing a great job getting them ready, making sure that they're always, in tune, making sure that Guillorme's in tune. We saw Guillorme the other night, got a couple of hits. You know what I'm saying? So I like what I see from this team, man. Oh, what is going on, Daniel Kim? What is going on? Nolan Arenado didn't even get hit. Started the wrestling match. I'm glad he got suspended 2 games and Cabrera got suspended 1 game. The coach that tackled the polar bear should have been suspended also. Daniel, I completely agree with you. I think, honestly, that, with the Nolan Arenado, first of all, you're crying, bro. Like, the pitch wasn't even that high. The pitch wasn't even that high. You know what I'm saying? The pitch, it's not like it was right at his head. You pitched one of our best hitters, Pete Alonso, and you hit him in the head. You hit him in the fucking head. You did. You hit him in the head. And guess what he did? He got right back up. Thank God for helmets. Thank God for helmets. Thank God for the C-flap. Thank God for this, the fact that they're putting these things on the helmets to help these players, not end their careers. Because, for goodness sakes, what if Pete Alonso didn't have that what if Lindor didn't have that C-flap? Like, come on. But, yeah, I honestly agree with you. Nolan Arenado, I know that he did appeal, right? He appealed the 2-game suspension. And Cabrera, I don't know if he did. But honestly, the coach that tackled the polar bear, bro, don't put your hands on the Mets players. Okay? If you're not the coach of the New York Mets, you have no right putting your hands on our Mets players. No, you put your hands on your players. Okay? So that coach Stubby Clapp, whatever his name was, don't put your hands on a Mets player when you don't have to. You don't have to put your hands on Mets players. Are you the Mets coach? Are you Buck Showalter to put your hands on the Mets? No, you're not. So Stubby Clapp, whatever his name is, should have been suspended. He should have been suspended. It made no sense why he wasn't suspended. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I really don't care. That was awful. But, the way Pete Alonso has been covering this team, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that he keeps his composure. He's showing this captain feel for him. Like, Pete Alonso really does carry himself like the Mets captain. He honestly does. I'm not saying to give the captain to Pete Alonso, but I'm not going to lie. Pete Alonso's making the case to be the next captain of the New York Mets. He really is. I love everything about Pete Alonso. I love what he has brought to this team. I love his energy. I love what he has done. It's great to see the Mets are winning without Jacob deGrom. Trevor Williams needs to go. Loved the combined no-hitter last night. Daniel Kim, I'll tell you this. Trevor Williams, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he has to go. I'll tell you this. He doesn't have to go. I don't think he has to go. Me personally, I know Trevor Williams hasn't performed great, recently. But Trevor Williams, guys, if you need a guy that can come in for multiple innings or make you a spot start, you need a guy like Trevor Williams. And Trevor Williams, is a guy that's going to go right after the hitters. Yes, he doesn't throw 95 plus. He doesn't throw 96 plus. But he goes right after the guys. And he, gives you an opportunity to win the game. His last start wasn't amazing. You know what I'm saying? The one against the Diamondbacks. But he did what he could. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Williams, sometimes he has good starts. Sometimes he doesn't have great start. But I'll tell you this, he brings a lot. I like Trevor Williams. I don't want him to go. I honestly don't want him to go. This guy, you need a guy who can pitch multiple innings. You need a guy who can give you the spot starts. I don't want Trevor Williams to go. I don't. David Peterson in AAA just got killed in AAA. He allowed like 9 runs the other day. And, he hasn't allowed a run in the major leagues. So, you could put David Peterson to make that spot start as well. Whatever the Mets do, man, I get why you say you don't want Trevor Williams, honestly. But me personally, I like what Trevor Williams brings to this team. I'd rather have Trevor Williams out there than Trevor May. Honestly. I hate Trevor May. I don't like Trevor May. Trevor May, thank God Buck Showalter last night put Drew Smith in that spot. He put Drew Smith in that spot and not Trevor May. And Daniel Kim said, I'd rather have Sean Reed Foley in that role over Williams. So who's going? Cano, Dominic Smith, J.D. Davis, Guillorme, or Jankowski? You make a good case here. I get why you're saying that. For Sean Reed Foley hasn't been that good either. Sean Reed Foley has not been that good. A lot of Mets fans I know want Sean Reed Foley out of the Mets. I saw some Twitter fans that they said, "Oh, Sean Reed Foley should be DFA'd." So I mean, listen. So who's going to go? Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Robinson Cano. I never wanted Robinson Cano on this team. Never wanted Robinson Cano on this team. I just don't think he can cut it anymore. Cano is always going to have that bat speed. He's always going to get the barrel to the ball, but he's just slow, guys. You saw last night get that opposite field hit, and then he runs to second base like he's 27 years old. Come on, Robinson Cano. Who do you think you are? You're not 27. You're not 28. You're not even 30. You're 39. You're about to be 40. Do not run to second base like you're a speedster. No. But listen, I'll tell you this. Daniel Kim, Jankowski. You can't. You can't. Jankowski has been amazing. I love Jankowski. He plays good defense. He runs really good. Runs the bases so good. You put him in a pitch runner situation. You run for him. You see how fast he gets to third. A base hit down the middle or whatever, over the second base head. Jankowski's gonna go right to third. Jankowski runs. I love Jankowski. I don't want Jankowski, to get DFA. If that would be a shame. Guillorme is essential to this team. Guillorme has proven himself to this team to be a guy that, to be the ultimate utility guy. So you can't really, get off of Guillorme. Guillorme can't go. J.D. Davis. We haven't got a lot from J.D. Davis so far this year, but I like J.D. Davis. Yes, I did want a J.D. Davis traded. You know what I'm saying? But I still like him. Dominic Smith is not going nowhere. Not yet. Maybe if Dominic Smith plays really good and, he gets his trade value up, maybe he can go, but I'll tell you this. I don't know who goes. This is a tough thing. Who goes? It's tough. Let's see what you said here. Trevor May, McCann are notorious slow starters. They struggle in the beginning of the year and then they start producing in the warmer weather. Well, listen, I'll tell you this. Trevor May, I'm not a big fan of Trevor May, man. I hopefully when the weather does get better, he gets better. McCann, I like McCann. Catching wise, I like him. Offense wise, he's trying to do everything he can to get better. He's trying to do everything again. He knows what's going on. He knows these guys are going after him. He knows Mets fans don't like McCann. He knows Mega fans don't like his offense. He's trying to work. He moved his hands to a different spot. You know, he's not. He's getting getting the barrel up here. And then getting set right here. So McCann is trying to do different things to improve himself, and I appreciate that, honestly. I like what McCann is doing. He's trying to get better. He's trying to, he's trying to be the Mets catcher. He's trying to, but I like Thomas Nido too. So honestly, Thomas Nido's really good. I like him. I like McCann, his arm. So I'm not concerned about McCann. I mean, obviously, we would love to see Francisco Alvarez, right? Of course. But, it's not going to happen. We're not going to see Francisco Alvarez for the next 2 years. So, yeah. Javi Beers, Jay's Beers said, amazing night last night. Yes, an amazing night. Was a wonderful night last night. What a no-hitter for the Mets last night. You know what I'm saying? Their second no-hitter in Mets history. What a big night for the Mets. An amazing night. I loved how the Mets played last night. Explosive. And yes, that Diaz slider was the nastiest you've ever seen because it was nasty. That Diaz slider was nasty. And I'll tell you this. Edwin Diaz gets, he likes the pressure. He likes, you know what I'm saying, the fans. He loves that trumpet. It gives him, more confidence. So he loves Citi Field. He loves running, you know what I'm saying. He loves that music. It gets him hype. So I get why, but that Diaz slider was nasty last night. His fastball was really good last night. Diaz was just on fire last night. He was ready to go. And guess what? You had to face Bryce Harper, Nicholas Castellanos, and JT Realmuto. So I loved what I saw from Diaz last night. Great night for Diaz. Mets talk with Aiden Walker, man. LFGM for life, of course, bro. LFGM, let's go, Mets. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go. I'm repping right now, Aiden. I'm repping. You know what I'm saying? I'm repping. What's going on, John? What's going on, man? JD needs more at-bats. He'll be fine. Yeah. JD will be fine. JD, he's a really good, part of this team. We do have JD Davis, so we got to take advantage of, who we have, right? And JD Davis, he's going to be fine. Yes, he does need more at-bats, and he's going to get them. I think Buck Showalter knows what he's going to do with this team. But the thing is with Robinson Cano, that's the big issue. That DH. A lot of people are saying that his playing time is going to decrease. We saw last night. We saw Robinson Cano play last night. He DH'd last night. He got a hit. And then he ran to second base. You know what I'm saying? Like he was 27 years old. Like he was a youngin'. And you know what I'm saying? And he got called out, of course, because he's freaking slow. You're 39 years old. You're not 27. No. So why are you going to second base? Come on. I agree with you about Cano, but it's going to be hard to cut him because he is making $20 million this year, $20 million next year. Cano will get every opportunity to get playing time and turn his season. Listen, I you know how I feel about Cano. I don't want Cano on this team. But I'll tell you this: we only have Cano for this year. We don't have Cano for the next year. This is his last year with the New York Mets, right? I'm pretty sure this is his last year with the New York Mets. I'm pretty sure I looked that up like many times. But Cano, this is his last year with the New York Mets. And you know what I'm saying? His playing time, it got to decrease. With the way, the lineup is, the way you have Dominic Smith in the bench, if Dominic Smith gets hot, he can be such a difference maker for this team. Like, I want Dominic Smith to get more at-bats. I want JD Davis to get more at-bats. I want them to platoon DH. You know what I'm saying? And, Cano could be on the bench. Cano could be a bench bat. That's what Cano could be. You know what I'm saying? If you need a guy with runners in third and second with nobody out, put Cano. Let's see what you said here. Oh, Cano got 2 years? Oh, my God. Cano got 2. Oh, wow. I thought he had one more year with us. Oh, that is terrible. That is horrible. That is disgusting. I'm surprised. I really thought that he was done this year. Damn it. We really got Robinson Cano for the next 2 years? Oh my God. Cano hits free agency 2024. They should, Aiden said they should buy out Cano's contract. Yes, they should, man. Can we please buy out Cano's I don't want Cano for another year. Oh my gosh. No. I don't want Cano. I don't want Cano next year. I don't. Whatever the Mets got to do next year, I don't want to see Cano on this team next year. A 40-year-old guy on this team? No. He's just, he's taking up space for a young person. He's taking up space. I don't want Cano on this team, man. There's nothing against Cano. You know what I'm saying? I just, his age, you know what I'm saying? His steroid use, I don't want Cano on this team, man. I really don't. But like I said, guys, he can come, you know what I'm saying? He could be a bench bat. This year, he could be a bench bat. Whatever, next year, we'll focus on next year, man. We'll get to that next year. But this year, he could be a bench bat. You know what I'm saying? He could, come off the bench, in a second and third situation with nobody out. Put Robinson Cano in the situation. Robinson Cano is going to get the barrel to the ball. Hopefully, if you don't throw a freaking slider down and in or whatever to him, but he just has to be better. Robinson Cano has to be better. Robinson Cano is still a good hitter, guys. That's the thing. Robinson Cano is still a good hitter. He's trying to hit the ball opposite field. He's not trying to pull the ball a lot. So he's trying to do different things. But, we're never going to get that Robinson Cano back, the old one, you know what I'm saying? The one that we got in 2020. The one that we got recently in 2020, we're not going to get that back. But, we can't ask Cano to do steroids again, right? We can't. So, we don't want a player, that does steroids for this team. So, but we'll see what happens, guys. Honestly, how are you guys feeling about this lineup? Because this lineup right here is one of the most. This lineup right here is one of the most exciting lineups the Mets could put out there this year. We got Brandon Nimmo center field playing amazing center field. I love the way he's playing center. Marte right field. Love the way he's playing right field. Lindor shortstop. Love it. Alonso first base. Escobar third base. Consistent. McNeil second base. I love it. Canna been the Mets MVP. And Dominic Smith DHing. And we got McCann catching. Yo, I love it. I love it. Daniel Kim said the best situation for everyone for Cano is he has to retire. Bobby Witt Jr. and Jose Rodriguez are struggling also. You're right about that. Bobby Witt Jr. is struggling. Rodriguez is struggling as well. Well, Rodriguez just came from AA, didn't he? He just came from AA. He didn't even go into AAA, but he showed really good progress in spring training, and he was killing it in spring training. So that's why they brought him up. But yeah, I don't know. With Rodriguez, it's tough. He's still young, so he's still young. But, we'll see what happens with Rodriguez, with the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle Mariners, man, they got Kelenic, Rodriguez. Kelenic hasn't been good either. Kelenic has not been good. He's back. Let me pull up the average for you guys. Pull up the average for you guys, please. Jared Kelenic has not been great. Yeah, Jared Kelenic has not been good. His batting average is 150 right now. His batting average is 150. 2 home runs. 9 hits. Jared Kelenic has not been good. What's going on? What's going on, Ray? What's going on? I will bet my house Cano does not play, but he should be offered a job as a coach. A lot of knowledge. Ray, I agree with you. I think Cano, you know what I'm saying, does have a lot of knowledge. He is a really good, he's a really good guy. He's a really good. He knows how to, get people behind him. He knows how to talk to people. So I agree with you there. I honestly agree with you. Yeah, man. If you're new to the channel, always subscribe to the channel. If you're new, leave a like on the stream. And yeah, definitely push this notification. Every time you push notification, you get a notification every time I upload a video. So Daniel Kim, the only reason I show love to Cano is he is on this team. He is a New York Met. Everyone dislikes him because he cheated, not producing, but Cano is still on the team. I believe Cano will turn it around. Listen, like I said, I still like Cano. I do like Cano. But I just don't think Cano should be a starter for this team. I think Cano could, be a bench bat for this team. I just don't think that Cano should be a starter for this team. It's because, I feel like it's putting a lot of pressure on him, you know what I'm saying, to be a DH or, to always start for this team. He just can't. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. But Cano can turn it around. He is able to turn it around. But will the Mets have enough patience for Cano to turn it around? Will the fan base of the Mets have enough patience for Cano to turn it around? No. Everybody from the Mets, a lot of Mets fans want Cano done, cut right now. And, obviously the Mets are not going to cut him. He's making $20 million this year. He's making $20 million next year. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens with Cano, man. But Robinson Cano, he got to be better. And if Buck Showalter really does like Cano. If it was up to probably Buck Showalter, he'll put Cano in the lineup a lot. But probably, Billy Epler is telling Buck Showalter, let's not put Cano in this lineup tonight. But I like it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens, man. See what you're saying. Oh, what is it called? Yeah, we'll see what happens. How do you guys feel about Francisco Lindor this year so far? How do you guys feel about Lindor? Honestly, I think Francisco Lindor, he got a couple of hits last night. He's been struggling a little bit. He had a really hot start to the season, was hitting over 300, and everybody thought Lindor was back. You know what I'm saying? Lindor was ready. And I think Lindor, I think he's going to hit like probably 280, give you 25, 26 home runs around there, maybe 30, maybe. But, I think that's the best that we're going to get from Francisco Lindor. I don't see Francisco Lindor being a 300 hitter for this team. I see him being like 285, 27 home runs, 26, around there. Not, he could get to the 30, but I just don't see it happening. I really don't. But his defense has been, pretty good this year. Made a couple of errors, but who hasn't? But I like Lindor. He brings such a different feel for this team. I love that he's our shortstop. Yeah, he is making $341 million. So hopefully he does perform for this team, because he has a lot to work up to. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot to do. Yes, Mets fans have embraced Lindor. Lindor has embraced New York. But we want the Lindor that can bat 300. We want the Lindor that can bat, be clutch. And that's the Lindor that we want. We don't want the, grounded into double plays, hitting a pop-up down the line or whatever. We don't want that Lindor. But we'll see what happens with Francisco Lindor. Me personally, I like the way he's playing. I think he's going to get better. When the weather gets better, also, I think he'll be better too. So, Yeah, Lindor is also doesn't have like really fast starts, right away to the season. But this year was different. He had a pretty fast start. So hopefully that does work better for him and not the opposite. But yeah, guys, honestly, man, I'm feeling so excited about tonight's lineup. So excited about tonight's game. We got Tyjon Walker. I don't know how long Tyjon Walker is gonna go for this team. Because he is coming off that injury. We'll see what happens, but I don't know how long he's gonna go. But we'll see, man. Lindor has been a lot better last year. Has been a lot better than last year. Lindor's making the All-Star team. He is more relaxed since he got married and had a baby. Yeah, I think he has less pressure on him. More people in the lineup to support him more. Definitely started Marte in this lineup. Such a different feel. Eduardo Escobar, professional hitter. You know what I'm saying? Alonso coming to his own. So Lindor is getting better. He doesn't have as much pressure and he has more, protection. So not a lot of pressure is on Lindor right now. But I want Lindor, even though that pressure is not on, I want him to be relaxed, but I want him to perform. I want Lindor to do really, really good. I want Lindor to be successful. I want Lindor to make the All-Star team. I would love Lindor to make the All-Star team. You know how many years it's been that a Mets player hasn't made the All-Star team? Obviously, we know Jacob deGrom has, made the All-Star team like what? How many times in a row? He's been. I feel like every time somebody make the All-Star team, it's Jacob deGrom. So, what I'm saying? I want a guy, position player. I want Pete Alonso to make the All-Star team. I want Francisco Lindor to make the All-Star team. I want Eduardo Escobar to make the. I want Marte to make the All-Star team, and Marte has been looking a little shaky offensively, but the thing is about starting Marte is he shakes this bat like this, he swings this bat, and then he gets like centered like this. And me personally, McNeil too. You're right about that, McNeil. I want McNeil to make the All-Star team. McNeil will make the All-Star team if he continues the way he's hitting. He will. Cookie struggled, but that was expected. Actually, Carlos Carrasco has been really good. He had a bad start in that last start against the Cardinals, but he's been really good, actually. So he hasn't struggled as much. Max, McGill, Bassett pitching, great. Walker was the only All-Star last year. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Walker, Jacob deGrom was an All-Star, but he didn't go to the All-Star team. Because he didn't go to the All-Star game. He couldn't, because of his injury or whatever, So, but hopefully Tyjon Walker does have an All-Star year too. Chris Bassett we could have a lot of people in the All-Star game this year, guys. We could. It is possible. Tyler McGill could make his first All-Star game. He's 4-0 right now with a 1.93 ERA. You know what I'm saying? All bets are off right now. But I'd say this, guys, when deGrom comes back, right? How do you take out McGill out of the rotation? How do you take out Tyler McGill out of that rotation? I know a lot of people like Walker. A lot of people like McGill. But how do you take McGill out of the rotation? I mean, me personally, I love the way McGill's throwing the ball. I always like, when he first came up last year, McGill, I liked when he first came up. I loved it. He looked really, really good. Yes, he struggled later on. But still, I think he's, has developed more confidence this year. And also, he's not putting a lot of pressure on himself this year. You know what I'm saying? That was a tough lineup to go against last night. And Tyler McGill pitched 5 shutout innings and didn't allow a hit. So Tyler McGill, I think he's the real deal. I would say Tyler McGill should be in the rotation when deGrom comes back. Whether that is Walker or Carrasco not being in the rotation, I mean, I don't know. you I mean, the thing is about that is you could say Tyler McGill doesn't have that much experience. So you're gonna go with Carrasco over over McGill. I mean, you could say that. I mean, I like McGill, man. I think McGill, the way he's pitching, if he keeps pitching this way, and when the Grom comes back, I don't know, man. Yes, Cookie gave up 7 earned runs against the Cardinals. Tyler O'Neill sliding catch against J.D. Davis, robbing him of a hit. RBIs was the momentum changer of the game. Mets could have been up 7-1. Yeah, I agree with you. Carlos Carrasco, yeah, I don't know. I mean, just in general, they made some good I like the way Carrasco's been pitching this year. I do. I like the way Carrasco's been pitching this year. Um he had a bad start. He had a bad start. I'd say they had a bad start. But we'll see what happens with Carrasco, man. We'll see what happens with the rotation. These are good problems to have though. Because you have a guy like Tyler McGill who's making the case to be in the rotation. And DeGrom hopefully coming back. This is a good problem to have. I mean, we'll see what happens, but and Tyjon Walker too. Tyjon Walker, this start is very important for him. This start tonight is so important for Tyjon Walker. Tyjon Walker has to perform tonight. He probably can't pitch like 90 plus pitches, but he has to perform tonight, give us at least 5 innings. At least. I would love it if Tyjon Walker gives us 6. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. I just love the way the Mets are playing, man. The Mets are playing great baseball right now. I love the way the Mets are playing, and you just gotta be excited. Like you just gotta be excited about this team, honestly. And last night's black jersey feel, I loved it. I love the black jerseys. It's such a good feeling. Such a good feel. Like it's so great. I don't know. I love it. I mean, we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens, honestly. It's a big night for us then. It's a big night for the Mets. The Mets got to win tonight. If they win tonight, we're gonna have 7 series in a row. One. They win tonight. That's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. So hopefully they do win tonight. And yeah, I think that this lineup, I love it. I love this lineup. Nimmo has been so good this year. Mets have taken 3 out of 4 from the Giants, take 2 out of 3 from the Cards, take 3 out of the 4 from the Philly. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, man, let's go. Let's go. Let's take this series, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go. I want this series. I want a nice, I want this series. I want to win this series. I want to win this. See what Daniel Kim said. Let's see how Walker pitches tonight. It's nice to win the series, but I want the sweeps. Wow. Yo. If we do sweep the Phillies, that would be huge. Huge. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Acuna came back for the Braves. The Braves are going to be tough with Ronald Acuna back. So we'll see what happens. But I say the Mets with this stretch that we have now against the National League East teams, you have a lot of you have chances. You have chances to make this team, have chances to really put some space into the standings. I mean, if the Mets win a lot of games, if the Mets sweep the Phillies, that would be so huge. So huge. I really hope they do sweep the Phillies. But we'll see what happens. But this is a very important series for the Mets to win. And the Braves are a very important series for the Mets to win next series. So whatever the Mets can do this series, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Are you saying that we don't have to rush DeGrom back as long as he's ready? Don't have to force anything. Also, our great owner, Uncle Steve, will trade for any missing piece for this team. He definitely will. He definitely will. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. I don't think that we have to rush DeGrom back. But goodness sakes, when we do get DeGrom back, how do you stop the Mets? How do you stop the Mets with a rotation of DeGrom, Max Scherzer, Chris Bassett, Carrasco, and Walker? Or Tyler McGill and Walker? Or Tyler McGill and Carrasco? How do you stop a rotation like that? I don't even know. And I'm not going to lie, Chris Bassett, I mean, you got to make the case to sign him, right? You got to make the case to extend him. I know. That's what I said. I feel you, McGill. I feel you. I understand where you're going. I understand why you said McGill because I know. That's what. There's going to be a tough situation when DeGrom comes back. It's going to be tough. Because if they take out McGill out of the rotation, how would you let's say McGill goes like 7-0, 8-0, and you take him out the rotation? Can you do that? I just don't see that happening. I don't know. I don't see that happening. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. Let's get a win tonight, man. Let's definitely win tonight, and definitely look out for more videos. Look out for more, just more content. Look out for more live streams. Definitely coming out soon. And yeah, we'll get into it. Daniel Kim said I would resign Bassett to a 3-year, $7 million. Yeah, I would too. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. Really appreciate you guys. I always want to end my streams. You could tell we're telling you guys you could do anything that you want in your life. Don't let anyone stop you. Love you guys so much. It's been Randy Talks Mets, and I am gone. Appreciate you guys so much. I love GM for life always. Randy Talks Mets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out of here.